Hey guys, Fire here again, bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out Loud, My Road to Fame. This game's developed and published by Hyperstrange, and is currently available in the Xbox Store for $10. So let's dive in and talk about this rhythm game, and I'll kind of let you know what I think. First off, if you're not familiar with rhythm-based games are games that use like button prompts to do songs and melodies, and it's games that you can finally comparable might be like Guitar Hero, Rock Band. We've had a couple rhythm-based games come to the console this year, and this one's one that's actually pretty fun. It's not a crazy long game, but it has replayability in a few areas. So let's talk about kind of the meat and potatoes of the game. So there is a story mode, and there's actually two story modes in the game. My Road to Fame is what comes with the game, and then My Trip to Japan, it doesn't look like it, but it's actually DLC to the game. I wish, and maybe the developers are watching this, maybe do an update that just shows like the DLC next to it, because I spent a good bit of time like trying to figure out why no matter how much I hit the A button, I couldn't start My Trip to Japan. But My Road to Fame is basically a story where you play as this girl, and you're going through all these areas in the game with songs, and you kind of go through her journey of, you know, becoming and evolving into an adult and diving into her hobbies, and she brings you along the way as you travel through different areas, playing tons of specifically unique songs to this game, which is really cool, and you continue to just drive down the whole storyline for the game. We'll dive into a song here real quick so you can kind of see what the game's like. Now there's three different difficulties for songs: chillin', skillin', and grindin', and basically you have to get ranks on different difficulty settings to get the next song lined up. So just while we're showing the game off and the base principles, I'm going to do just the easy difficulty. Now what I do like about this game, and something that it does a little unique compared to most songs, so if you, or most rhythm based games that I've seen on console, is you actually use both of your hands, and you actually get to use both sides of your controller in a very ergonomically friendly way. So if I want to hit those top buttons on the right, I'm simply hitting Y, the bottom's B, and the middle is, or bottom's A, I'm sorry, and the middle is B. And then on the other side, it's just up, down, and left to trigger out the note sequences. You can use like your little whammy bar in certain hold down notes, and then there's also notes that'll appear in the game where you're just ultimately bashing buttons, and that's something that you get to kind of experience while you're playing throughout the game. Overall, the game does a really good job at ramping you into, you know, difficulty levels of the songs. And additionally, with those difficulty levels, when you're playing through the game, you're going to unlock more bonus songs that you'll be able to play in the free play area of the game. As you can see on screen here, here's one of those like whammy bar notes where if I move one of my analog sticks, doesn't matter which one, I actually will score out more points. And the way you score points in this game is ultimately just by getting streaks of notes and hitting them just with like the right time. The game, when it does start out, gives you a calibration method, so you can really get things set up to kind of your delay in how you button press, so it really makes the game a lot more user-friendly, and I love that accessibility option that's been in many other like rhythm-based games made its way into this game. And you know, that's something that just works really well. Now as for the story, you're looking at just a couple hours, at least on the lowest difficulty level, to complete out the game. But if you want to go through and beat everything on the hardest difficulty, you know, all that's available for you. Now there isn't really any options in the game that offer that I've like any like multiplayer or leaderboards that I've seen. I really wish that they'd consider maybe adding some future leaderboards to the game, so you can maybe see how you stack up to other people in the game. But that's really just something that I'd like to have, but you know, it's not there, but it'd be a neat little like competitive thing, like to tell me how I'm comparing against everybody else in the world, which would be a neat little add into the game. Now additionally, like we were saying, the other modes are free play mode, where you can just run through any of the songs and try to best your own personal time. Again, it'd be nice to either compare with my friends or the world to see how they're doing to what I did, but you know that is there. And then there's also this customized section where you can just customize how your guitar or your character in the game looks. You'll unlock different outfits for her throughout the game, as well as different guitars that all just kind of come with the story mode as you progress and play through all the various venues. Yeah, you first get to start with an air guitar and a mop, or a broom, not a mop. But yeah, you know, it's a really fun and, you know, nice, relaxing game. None of the songs are overly intense on the bass difficulty, and the game, you know, allows you to kind of play it the way you want. As far as, you know, do I think this game is worth checking out for $10? I think it's a great rhythm-based game, and anybody who's a rhythm-based fan would really enjoy checking out Loud My Road to Fame. Outside of that, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please take a moment, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already, and maybe take a chance and check out one of the other videos on my channel. I hope you have a great rest of your day.